lady right here to the point where you don't know who is actually her or who's actually playing. There's another one. Oh, my bad. I'm not even sharing the tab. This shit right here. This is a real person. This is the lady that's in Pakistan. This is how much stuff she packed. She got several outfits. She done been out there for a while. Okay, y'all know who this is. All right, y'all know who we talking about right here. Lady from Pakistan, man. Shout out to BGS Ipmore. We had a great video on this, and he's reacting to the OG the opportunity. He's responding to OG Passport, bro, and on this situation. So we're gonna go ahead and just play the video, man, and we're gonna do a little reaction, and after this, we're gonna get into the Drake and Kendrick portion, and then we're gonna be out.
I'm going to mind my business. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Clear the way.
Okay.
Listen, I hope he's saying the right things, okay? Like I said, Pakistan needs to be reconstructed the right way. Do you hear me, guys?
From my perspective,
doesn't it sound like the typical black woman? I mean, how many panels have we heard with black women talking this way? How many times have they come up on Kevin Samuel's show talking this way, or in Kendra G's show talking this way? Okay, like they're in charge, but a victim at the same time. I said, Dami King says she took the East Coast to the Eastland. Looks like they're going to learn about the New York women today. It's barely February. How much damage can they do before the end of the year?
Yeah, the year just started. The year just started, and black women are already up to this. Yo, I always question, is this a part of the Matrix? Because to a certain degree, we got to always question, is this happening on the internet or happening because of the internet? Is there a secret motivation to carry on like this because you know it may go viral, or is this person really insane? This woman is over there because she catfished a 19-year-old young man from the Middle East into thinking she was a white lady using the filter. And when she got there, he's seen this. He's seen Shirley. This right here, little Shirley. She ain't that big of a Shirley.
Behold the modern day hyena, B-Dub, offended by everything, ashamed of nothing. Exactly.
I see three particular points to this story that are not just representative of her, but representative of Western culture. The first, of course, is that this is a young lady who feels very comfortable acting any way she chooses to, not just in America, but anywhere she goes in the world. And for the guys in Pakistan, this is comedy. Because first, they're not threatened by her, but second, they can't imagine a woman probably acting this way. And yet she is in their country making demands as if they owe her.
Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Nidel Hamid. I'm Onaija Hamid. We are moving to...
She had changed her whole last name to this young man's last name. She was so terrible. Your situation is so unappealing that these people abandoned their own house to get away from her. And people, these charitable people, she showed up in a very poor section of Pakistan. These charitable people actually have raised money to help her go home.
To Dubai very soon. We're going to have our baby in Dubai, okay?
The second thing that's pretty obvious is how strongly the family is centered around the emotions of the woman in the West. She is in a different country, essentially telling the husband when they're going to have a child, where they're going to live, all of these things being decided because that's what she wants.
Yeah, that's what she wants. And this is very common, right? This is the gynocracy imposing itself on another country.
Without even confronting or even discussing it with her future husband. This is par for the course for the West. If she's unhappy, she leaves. If she gets bored, she leaves. If she wants to do something else, open a new Eat, Pray, Love chapter of her family, she leaves. And that attitude is being reflected here. Very loose ties that bind the nuclear family in the West.
I have my son, Jeremiah Robinson, Sire Pitt. His father is William Pitt. Jeremiah's father is Louis Thomas. They will be rich. The Irene family, Kiki, and Lika, the rest of my family also.
The last one, perhaps.
She has no shame, man. There's no shame, not even a little bit of shame. Okay? Nope. And this is very common, unfortunately. They have no shame. They have no shame.
Now, obviously, this lady is insane. But I always question. First of all, when women don't have a man for long enough, for the most part, doesn't matter how sensible she is, how cool she is, nothing like that. She will, as a matter of fact, go insane from just not getting enough touch, enough attention, enough positive attention. You know what I'm saying? And enough basically the continuation of whatever your dad was doing for in terms of leadership and in terms of building you up, building up your self-esteem by holding you accountable. That's one thing people don't like about accountability or don't understand about accountability. You being accountable makes you a better person. It makes you more aware of how good you are or aren't at something. Accountability, it factors into everything you do. Right? So when we take accountability away, it's a whole different dynamic, and it can become a very dangerous dynamic. So, but to a certain degree, people on social media have been saying that, you're going to start seeing a lot of single women crashing out. You want to hear more and more crazy stories about like single women and single black women in particular. What I'm saying, especially single black mothers. All right, this lady done found her way across the country. Across the world, and it's to the point where they just saying, "Yo, we'll pay you to leave."
And what I'm seeing on the web, the women, the black women have not come out and said anything about her. Okay, to them, this is comedy. They're laughing just like the Pakistani men are.
Most glaring thing that jumps out to me watching this is how unseriously not just this woman, but we in the West take our lives. We are very comfortable in the West, but she goes to a country where the average person is making $300 a month, and she's asking for not a modest amount in their terms, but for a large amount in our terms. $20,000 is more than 4 or 5 years worth of work for the average family. And this is a young lady who comes off the plane to their country and says, give me this large sum of money because I'm me. That's right. We don't take our lives very seriously because our lives are still relatively easy compared to everyone else.
Please understand, this city will be reconstructed. It will be fixed up right away. I'm asking the government for $100K in my pockets so I can do real estate. My husband will own
I can do real estate
in Karachi. We will not live here, but we will get this job done right away. I'm asking for $20K right away in my pockets at the end of this week. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Listen, he's going to be reacting to another black woman's reaction to this, and I think that we're gonna probably stop it there because I don't know. I've been kind of going off a little bit of a tangent, and I need to kind of stop doing this so I can go back to my speech classes. Shout out to everybody who subscribed to the channel. If you're still here, please subscribe to the channel. Like, share, like the jar, share the jar. You feel me? Comment on the subject, whatever I slice this jar into. Comment, tell me how you feel. Disagree? Let me know, and I might leave you a rude comment because a lot of y'all. Let me tell you something. So to old boy who said I talk too much during the video and whatnot, and I'm not letting the video play. I'm not here to let the video play. Don't get me wrong. Depending on what's playing, I will let it play for 30 minutes, 30 seconds to a minute. For one, I do not want someone to be able to come and make me pull the audio out the video. So that's why you'll see me sometimes only play for 10, 15 seconds because I have to keep stopping it so that the video is altered enough to where no one can put not strike on me, but make me have to remove the audio and the video. So that's one reason. Also, I'm here to give a detailed breakdown. I'm here to do content. I'm going to slice up and whatnot. And also, people, you're supposed to be coming here to hear me cook. That's the whole point. Yeah, I can let a video play and say a few words and whatnot, but that's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is to set myself apart and to work hard. Okay. And again, I understand if you don't like what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I mean? Totally. You know what I mean? I get if you feel as though it's not entertaining. But I always say, listen, you ain't gotta watch. But so I had told someone off in the comment section, and I didn't read the whole thing, right? But I'm gonna say this about when they made that comment. I said, listen, it's this you came in disrespecting. You didn't give me no comments on my content on my channel. You didn't show no respect. Nothing like that. You came right in with a critique and whatnot. I'm like, fam, what? Why should I listen to you? Because my channel is growing. And the people I love tell me that what I do is right and is righteous. I'm a man for real. I don't need your input because your input didn't get me here. Your input didn't make me this experience. I'm just saying, nothing that you're doing made me who I am today. So therefore, why the fuck would I be listening to you about a stranger in my comment section? You can have an opinion, whatever, but I'm gonna light your ass up and get some engagement going so you'll start responding. And also, let's have a conversation. Why you feel as though you can come here and tell me how I should run my channel rather than mind your business and going about your day and say, oh, I don't like his content, moving about their day. All that shit is an attack. You don't like what I'm saying. It's making you uncomfortable. That's an attack. I need a speech class. A speak, bitch. Fucking crazy, yo. Fucking crazy. Anywho, whatever.
For today. That's it. He have nothing else to say.
Nothing else to say.
Look at all the microphones listening to this comedy. Okay, this is embarrassing. All these men are surrounding her, listening to her cackle. Okay, and laughing.
Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Thank you.
My dear American
Listen,
sister.
I'm from Pakistan. Respect to the law.
Okay.
Respect for the law.
Respect to the law. Respect for the law.
Okay.
Respect to Allah and
Okay.
respect to God. Do you hear me? I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID.
All right,
You have
right
a son-
here, real quick. So this
To deride this particular
is
content
the
creator
reaction.
too hard because she is relatively fair in
So this is the reaction portion where he's reacting to another reaction. So we are three times we're in a 3-layer reaction. On one layer is me. The second is Itmore. That's 2. 3 is Passport OG, and now 4 is this lady with braids. Shout out to her.
calling balls and strikes. She does use the word sit in and she's almost championing her obstinance. But if you look at a good number of content creators, particularly Black women, speaking on this situation, they are celebrating this young lady.
Yes, they are.
And
they're celebrating her behavior. They're not ashamed. Okay. This is entertainment to them.
I think that's dangerous. And it's dangerous for several reasons. One of them, of course, is simply she is breaking social norms, if not the law, in a way that may not be cute to everybody. And she is getting a level of grace that, quite simply put, Black men can't even fathom. And yet, still, it remains entertainment.
It all started when 33-year-old Onijah Andrew Robinson flew to Karachi, Pakistan last October with a mission to marry a 19-year-old boy she met online. The boy's family did not approve of him getting married to Onijah. However, one thing about this lady is that she does not accept no for an answer.
See, she does not accept no for an answer. Okay. Now, this is funny, then embarrassing, now downright shameful. Black women have no shame, got the community looking foolish. And to them, this is empowerment to them. I wish they would say that it's foolish and embarrassing, but they don't. Black women don't see it that way.
Because even after the boy's family left their house and left it vacant, she staged a sit-in and just sat outside of his home, wandered around, I guess, waiting on the family to come back, but I guess they never did. She was stranded there for several days with her tourist visa expiring in the process. And at that point, she was just wandering around Karachi with no place to go.
Oh no, wandering around. What? Let me real quick just speak to the obvious, man. Yo, if there was a Black man that showed up to Pakistan to say, I'm here to marry this 19-year-old girl that I met online that I catfished into thinking that I was Travis Kelce. You understand? And then not only that, the family just moved away. First of all, they in a poor area with no money. You know how much it costs to move? They don't even got nowhere to go. Them people went to a different dimension, bitch. They're in a different dimension. They got on invisibility cloaks. Okay? They're in the 4th dimension hiding from you. They're at the end of the universe hiding from you. Okay? And not only that, if Tyrone came to Pakistan looking for his 19-year-old wife, which is a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? But it's up to sex, we'll say 17-and-a-half-year-old wife. You know what I'm saying? 17 and a half. He's 17 and he's coming for his 17-and-a-half-year-old wife. And he's coming to marry her, and she thinks it's a white man, and you know, and it's a dirty nigga with a bonnet, with a bonnet, and some slides saying, where's my wife? Right. And then on top of that, that nigga started talking about, yo, listen, respect to the law. Now, I mean, listen, if that nigga start talking about, listen, if that nigga would have said, I need $500 a day, I need $100 a day, they would have locked that nigga up the same day. The same night. Those men would have been throwing like nasty punches. You know when like regular like everyday men that can't fight throw a punch, it's like real weird, and they got like punch around like the fat in their stomach and shit. You know what I mean? It'd have been like that. You would see all them niggas jump. The press conference would have just been them jumping Tyrone. As soon as he started making demands, like, oh nigga, he's a threat, he's a surgeon. You know, you're gonna get him out of here. Nasty work, King. Let's play a little more.
However, eventually her story was picked up by the local news and people did raise money for her to go back home, but she refuses to do that. In fact, now she's made it her mission to fix up Pakistan.
What are you doing here?
Listen,
Yes. What are you doing here?
I don't live here. I'm chilling.
The stuff she's saying is too perfect. There's no way this person is not coherent. But
You chilling here? Why are you not taking your flight?
It's none of your business. Now go home. I hope he's saying the right things, okay? Like I said.
I hope he's saying the right things. But her reaction, actually, no, we see enough. Her reaction to Shorty doing all this bullshit and the whole entertainment piece right there, that is another parallel between how women think like children. Okay, in terms of how serious you take things, like morality and you know your values and pride and discipline. No child is born with that. Gratitude, no child honor. The child is not born with that. That is something that we've invented. That what can we say? A societal norm. We built that up. Men have built that. We built up right from wrong and created so many laws just to make sure that the men are held accountable. Because the laws are mostly for the men and the boys, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Mostly applies to them. And we put all these things in place just to make sure you do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, we've gotten more and more and more and more and more and more laws. This traumatic entertainment do anything for y'all? My point being is this, man. I got many jobs to give myself a whole lot of work. And I'm not going to speech class. Maybe I will go to speech class. Maybe I will. I got a speech impediment. Man, you on SMD and have a good night. Anyway, the fact that, I understand having a good time, but we have been examining this as a people on YouTube, at least myself, my perspective, and I love this. And we're starting to examine why aren't we taking more serious and what's the problem? What the women are going to have to come to the understanding of is how you're actually going to achieve victory. And what's more important, having the best outcome or having the easiest journey or the most comfortable journey or what's the most comfortable to you mentally. All right. And going back to, again, how she's responding to it, that's a lack of maturity. Only men can teach honor. She doesn't know to understand. She's representing y'all internationally. Before you get into the story, you get into how stupid she look and how she don't represent y'all or don't represent black women. This is not us right here. She needs some help. She talk because, again, black women always, because black women are like the eternal underdog. So whenever black women seem to do any show, because it's all about power. Even her not leaving it, it's a show of power. It's like, nah, you ain't gonna make me, or I gotta listen to you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything, and again, the way that black women mostly show power and show force, because the only power black women really have, honestly, is in rebellion. In terms of what they embrace, they really put a lot of effort and time into rebellion and kind of manipulating everyone around them. You know what I'm saying? In terms of always kind of keeping everyone on their side or making someone see things from their perspective. You know what I mean? But what happens is, again, you're not having a realistic idea or view of the world because everything's not fact. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. It's not real. Who texting me? All right, but I think that's enough about that. What's going on here? All right, man. Let's go ahead and so I think that's enough about that, man. So overall, man, yeah, man, this shit is crazy. So I'll see if I can see that John real quick. This is just dangerous. This is dangerous. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's funny, but it's crazy. All right, so we almost at an hour and a half in, man. I'm so happy. I had a fever for one day. Already done. On to the next topic, man. I'm gonna take a little break and come right back. All right, yo, it done went down, son. You know what I mean? Now, I think that now I didn't get to see the whole thing. I saw some. So Kendrick did do the song. You know what I mean? He did, bro. My nigga, this not gonna age well, bro. This not gonna age well at all. Like really, I can't really tell. So some people on Charlemagne it was actually a video where Charlemagne talking about why he shouldn't do the song, because at the end of the day, and again, a part of the reason of why I think why he felt as though he needs to do this song is because of the rules being changed. The halftime show, in no time in history have they ever won a halftime show that didn't feature the biggest pop artists in America. Everything, bro. Listen, I'm going to share a few videos with y'all today. That's going to give us a whole different perspective on all this shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, before we get into this cook right here, I'm not no hater. Now, I lost a lot of respect for Kendrick, and I don't really hear his bars the same. I never took Kendrick that serious to begin with. I've never seen him as some amazing, like he is great, but I never saw him as like a god, like all encompassing, he could do no wrong type shit. Kendrick got a lot of whack tracks out there. Okay. Honestly, me personally, what he does on Damn and what he does on Section 80 is perfect Kendrick. All right. And I understand. I'm not going to say understand. I'm not really sure. Maybe he's trying something different on GNX. That's what I thought was whack. I mean, it's whack for Kendrick. I like Kendrick when he rap his little heart out. I don't like Kendrick when he rapping cool. He's rapping too cool on a lot of this shit. But you know what? Let's share this shit with Charlemagne first. He made a really good point. Oh, I found it. First try.
Listen, we never saw back-to-back on a big stage.
Yeah.
We never saw Drake go anywhere and perform back-to-back on a big stage.
That's not
Well,
true. He was running that shit.
Never.
Yeah, he did the OVO fest. He did it.
I know. He had plenty. He could have performed at the NBA All-Star game. He didn't do it. He gave a little shot.
He's gonna retire.
Listen,
he gave a little shot to Meek when he was talking to Kev, and he was just like, "Yeah, Philly's had a rough month or a rough year or some shit like that." But he didn't perform. I just don't think you should do a diss record on a big stage
show
like
or Pepsi show? If it's Pepsi show, that's fine. And Pepsi want to tell you what songs you're allowed to perform, that's totally fine.
You don't got.